Good morning and welcome to January 11th. And don't mind me looking like a vampire princess today with this dark purple lipstick on with how pale I am. That's alright. Pasty skin for the win. Anyway, so today's card of the day, based on the numerology for the date of just 1/11. I don't know if that's some sort of magical portal. Might be. There's a lot of ones there. But it's the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is going to be a card about planning, fine-tuning a plan, even receiving some constructive, hopefully constructive, criticism back on something that you are trying to perfect. Also getting a new perspective. So I feel like I'm supposed to cover this little situation there. So getting a new perspective on something that we may be working on. Bringing in another person or people to take a look at what is going on before you move forward. When we make business plans, we don't just make the business plan and then we're like, cool, that's it, let's go. You probably have to bring somebody in to look at the financials of it, even. Bringing in a lawyer to make sure that we have all of our I's dotted and our T's crossed. Now, if we do the numerology for the day based on the date, including the year, so 1/11 of 2024, before we break it all the way down, the first number we get is 11. Look at that, like another one situation. So with the Justice card, we are going to be looking at how we weigh our options. How are we paying attention to the details by setting ourselves back and not letting ourselves get in the way of the possible viewpoint. When a judge is cast, when a judge is doing their job is to weigh every decision based on the information without letting their own biases get in the way. So, when you are making that business plan, coming up with what making those plans, finalizing before you make the next step, bringing in other people to take a look from a different perspective or from a more neutral perspective, because we need to make sure that everything is in order and we're not letting our emotions get in the way. We're not letting our own mental fatigue get in the way. We're not letting how we are actually connected to this get in the way. And we are not letting our own passion and drive for something to work out get in the way. There is a fair assessment or an equal opportunity to look at something without our own biases getting in the way. Now, if we further break down this card, 1/11/2024, breaking down to 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2, basic math, we get the Two of Pentacles, meaning we are now weighing our options. We're weighing what needs to be done, and we're deciding what needs to take more, what needs to be on higher priority and what needs to be on lower priority. We're juggling our priorities, our time, our finances, which means when we think about this as a whole, we're thinking we've got something we've been planning on. We've got something we've been working on. We've got something a project that we have been bringing forward. We're doing something physical with our lives. Maybe we've been working on a plan for the gym. I don't know. physical fitness. And maybe we are coming to a point where we're struggling, or we need to know if we are ready to move on to the next step, which is where our little justice card comes in. It could mean collaborating, bringing somebody else in to be the middleman, to be the person that helps assess to make sure that you can get to the next step. And this is going to be either yourself needing to set yourself aside, or it's going to mean somebody else that needs to come in and make a fair assessment or a fair judgment, but also somebody who needs to, you might even yourself need to take on having that perspective. A fire truck is going to pass, so be ready to hear some loud sirens. Here in Indiana, we have to pull over on the side of the road, unlike the car that just blasted ahead of me. What a jackass. Look at that. I just totally brought some justice down by calling him a jackass. Anyway, so then once we have our assessment, our judgment placed, we are now going to look at what was decided and how we can now juggle this new information and put it into action yet again. It might even feel, because we see this progression of the 3 going back into the 2, there could be a situation of having to go back and reassess before we then move forward. But this card in the middle, the Justice card, is important because it is going to talk to you about not having biases whenever you are getting evaluated or evaluating something before moving forward. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. I hope whatever that fire truck is headed to, I hope everyone's okay, because that's never a fun thing to see, is a fire truck at 7 something in the morning. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Go forth. Don't let your own biases get in the way of making a judgment call or making a call on something today. Fine-tune those plans and make sure that you look them over scrupulously, whatever that word is, before moving forward. So I will catch you guys later.